Inflation keeps on going higher and higher. You have $100,000 in your bank account, which is slowly being eroded away and becoming more worthless. You think surely $100,000 isn't enough to invest in Dubai. However, what happens if I told you 10 minutes away from the Dubai Marina, there's a very, very popular community where you can get yields of 11%. Watch to the end of this video to find out where the community is and how you can invest your 100,000 so you can get passive income while you sleep. The community I'm talking about is Discovery Gardens. It consists of 291 low-rise buildings, which was developed by Nikhil, who in fact also was a developer for the Palm Jumeirah. But unlike the Palm Jumeirah, this isn't a luxury community. It's actually at the affordable end of the market, which is why you can get properties for less than $100,000. But that doesn't mean it's not a good place to invest. In property, the saying goes, location, location, location. And that is exactly the same in Dubai, if not actually more important than other places. So what's so good about this location? I've already mentioned that it's 10 minutes away from the Dubai Marina. It also has direct metro access. And I can't tell you, in Dubai, that is critical, especially if you're an investor and you want to rent it to people. Because what this does, it opens up your pool of potential tenants, meaning you've got a lot more demand for your property, which will lead to less void periods. Not only this, but it's less than 5 minutes away from a Hindu temple, Sikh temple, and church. More on this later on, as it's a very important point. So if you're seriously considering Discovery Gardens as a place to invest, either as an investor or as an end user, I've put together a massive document full of lots of very useful information, including some of the demand drivers, the supply analysis, the location analysis, recent sales, recent rentals, all very, very useful information which you, as either an investor or someone looking to purchase your own property, should do your own research on, because you don't want to suddenly find out you're making an investment decision and you don't know the service charge. What is the service charge, for example? Buy the document and then you can find out. So what exactly are the demand drivers for tenants? Well, it's the location, being 10 minutes away from the Dubai Marina. It's got metro access, meaning there's a lot of people who don't have a car, who need to live in a place like Discovery Gardens. 3, it's very affordable. So that means as prices in other areas become more expensive, people are looking for more affordable options. And guess what one of those more affordable options are? It is Discovery Gardens. And it's also family friendly. Because the community is well established, it's got these amazing landscaped parks, gardens, and it's great for families. And a final point, which is a big demand driver, is the fact that it's near to a Hindu temple, Sikh temple, and church. And you might be thinking, why is this so important? Well, it's important by the fact that this community in particular is extremely popular with the Indian population. And the Indian population makes up 28% of the expat population of the entire UAE. So if you've got a massive group of people who are wanting to live in the same place, it's going to create demand. And with that demand, you're going to get less void periods, increased rental demand, and more capital appreciation. So we'll touch on the capital appreciation and the demand later on in this video. And a final critical point why Discovery Gardens is a good investment is for supply. And property is all about supply and demand. If demand is greater than supply, property prices should in theory rise. And because you've got no supply coming onto the market, you don't need to worry about a massive influx of supply coming on, meaning it's going to be harder to either rent out your property or sell it if it came to that. Okay, let's look at the investment analysis. So if you go into Property Finder, type in Discovery Gardens and click studio, a studio for 340,000, 400,000, 430,000, 400,000, 350,000. Therefore, if you're looking hard and you get a good deal, there's no reason why you can't get a property for 320,000 dirhams. And now if we look at the rental figures, we go into rent, we go into studio. These are all unfurnished: 38,000, 32,000, 35,000, 37,000, 38,000. Bear in mind, unfurnished, 39,000. Actually, when I was looking down, I saw a furnished one which was going for 60,000 dirhams. So if you do invest in a property, I would highly suggest you furnish it, put in that initial capital, and you also look at doing a higher number of checks. Because if you do this, yes, you might not get the money all up front, but you'll keep your rental at a higher price, therefore giving yourself a higher yield. So if we look at high level numbers, if you buy a property for 350,000 dirhams and you rent it, for example, for 40,000 dirhams, that's a gross yield of 11.4%. That is a very, very good return, and I think you can actually get a higher return. You can probably buy a property for slightly cheaper, and you can definitely rent it for more if you do a bit of furnishing, you maybe upgrade it a bit, and you put it on a monthly rental. So I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get a higher yield than that. So if you look on a monthly basis, that's a return of about $900 gross per month. So I haven't actually spoken about capital appreciation at all yet. I think there's a very good chance over the medium term prices will appreciate here. So people are looking for value in Dubai, both end users and investors. And because prices in Discovery Gardens have stayed pretty depressed, there's a very good chance property prices will rise. So if property prices got to a level as seen in 2017, that would be roughly a 37% increase from today. So there's a very good chance it could do this over the medium term. For this reason, if you only have $100,000 to invest in Dubai, I feel Discovery Gardens is one of the best options you can take at this price point. Or for example, if you had a higher budget of say $400,000, you could invest that into 4 different studios. If you did that, that would give you a return of $3,200 each month. If you want further information, I'm happy to book in a call. You can book in a call on the link below. And in the meantime, if you like and subscribe, that'd be great.